Hey there, you cool chicks and chickens. Nice to see you. It's me, Floaty, and today we're going to talk about doing ourselves some raids. Right now, we're going to do a raid guide with our friend Reshiram, who's that fierce dragon fire Pokemon. He's real strong, and he's definitely one you're going to want to get. So let's talk about what this Pokemon's all about. This Pokemon, he's got some really good moves. He's just so strong, such a good attacker. Now let's take a look at some of these moves that he's going to get if you're able to catch this bad boy. When we're looking at this guy, he's got two fast moves. He's got that Dragon Breath and that Fire Fang. Ouch, man. You want to watch out for those fast moves. Well, then when we look at those charge moves, we're going to see where this Dragon Fire type really comes to shine. He comes out with a crunch, which you're probably going to want to use when you're doing player battles, do some shield baits. And then we get to some really strong stuff. He's going to get overheat. That's going to hit you like a truck. Even if you're a water type Pokemon like me, overheat might knock you out in one hit, especially with that weather boost. Ouch. And then he's got Draco Meteor. Any of you guys ever have to go against a Dialga in PvP and you get smacked with one of those, gonna have a bad time. And then we got, lastly, if he's got to go against any other fire types or some of those flyers, he's gonna hit you with one of those stone edges. Now, when you're going up against him, you know what moves he got. But then what are you gonna use against him? Well, let's see what his weaknesses are. When we're looking at Reshiram's weaknesses, he's weak to three different types. You've got your grounds, your dragons, and your rocks. Yeah, rock steady. Let's take a look and see what kind of Pokemon you're going to want to use when you're facing against this Reshiram. If you're able to get a hold of these guys, you will want to power them up. Now, looking at our ground types first, the best one you're probably going to want to get is grab yourself a Groudon. When you get that earthquake hit on him, and then when you get to a Rhyperior, you get that Mud Slap fast move that just really hurts him. And then this one may surprise you a little bit, but Excadrill, he's a really good raider. He hits really fast, and so you want to use him and get that Drill Run. And then when we start looking at our dragon types, look at that. We got all the firepower we need here. You got Rayquaza, you got Salamence, you got Garchomp, who is also a ground type. Yeah, now that is gonna be a good time. We like ourselves a good Garchomp. Chomp. Alright, now we looked at those ground types, we looked at those dragons. Now let's look at some of them rocks. Now, our first rock type you're going to look at is Rampardos. Rampardos isn't going to live for very long. He's a pretty glassy type that you're going to use. And he's what we like to call a glass cannon. But he hits really hard, really fast. So he gets a lot of damage per second when he's using his rock moves. And then next we got Tyranitar. Now if you're able to get one of them from a community day with Smackdown, pair that with Stone Edge, that's going to be a good time versus this Reshiram. And then, I know we just recently had this Pokemon out for some raids, a Terrakion. Yeah, that's another one of those fighting types with those rock moves, and he's a rock type. He's really strong and really good for these raids. Well, thanks for coming with me today, and I hope that you guys have a good time raiding, and make sure that you guys get yourself that 100%er for that Reshiram, because he is the best fire type Pokemon that you got. So call up your friends, call up your cows, call up your homies, call up your chicks and your chickens, and get out raiding. Thanks for coming, y'all. Stay classy. Bye-bye.